Welcome into another edition of the Union Football Coaches Show. I'm Rick Corey along with the head coach of the Redskins, Kirk Frederick. Another win. Boy, how did we get this deep in the season so fast, too?
I'll tell you, it's crazy to think it's week 8 and our guys are just continuing to take each week in stride, and was so proud of the way we prepared and got ready on a fall break for a Southmoore team that is struggling a little bit. They're young, got a young team, young sophomore quarterback, but our guys, I felt like, executed very well in all three phases.
Could have been very distracted, but didn't. And when you take a look at the stats, you're going to see that no distraction here amongst this group. As a matter of fact, take a look at the first downs for Southmoore. 4? Are you kidding me? I don't know the last time I saw that small of an amount, Coach.
Yeah, we had defensively, they had 14 possessions, and 9 of those were 3 and out. So that may be about as good as we've done in regards to that. And then obviously they were a rushing attack, not much of a passing attack. I don't think they threw the ball down the field at all during the game, and I just was really proud of defensively. Obviously, you kind of overwhelm a team at times, but just the angles that we were at, the way we pursued the football, the things we were doing defensively were all within what we do schematically, and I was really proud of them. And then special teams, I know it's not in there. There's a lot of hidden yardage, but man, our punting game, we punted the ball down inside the 10, I think 3 different times. We just did a great job with that. Our kickoffs, Noah at this time, I think we've kicked off 61 times, and 49 of those have been in the end zone. And
can't overestimate that.
No, it's just been amazing. And then, of course, offensively, AK had a great game. AK was, 3 touchdowns. We have a record of 3 touchdown receptions in a game, and he's tied that. CJ Moore also is one of those guys that's had 3 in a game. There's a couple other guys on our board, so hats off to AK, who was our player of the game offensively, and but also was able to tie a record. CJ Moore was a guy that broke a record for career receptions, and so and then if Noah Rauschenberg also broke a record on career field goals. So kind of setting some records in there, but also within that, a lot of good quality play out of our offense, defense, and special teams.
Got a couple other players of the game, Nick Jones, Alex Davis. Thought Alex played a lot, too, in defense, but special teams, he's always terrific.
Yeah, Alex Davis had a great game on special teams. He was our player of the game. He blocked a punt. That's one of our goals, and so that kind of nudged him out to do that. But you're right. He plays a ton of spots and within our special teams. Great holder there. Can't have all those field goals without a great holder and deep snapper, but Alex did a nice job with that. And then Nick Jones, our defensive player of the game. It's good to have Nick. Nick's been playing really well the last couple of weeks, was injured some early in the season, and that outside linebacker position. Nick's just done a great job, had 2 tackles for loss, and just kind of made his presence known throughout the game.
The other thing we didn't talk about when the stats were up, but it's what I was really pleased with, is how you can sometimes be unfocused and a little sloppy against a team like that. Only 5 penalties, which I thought was a really good sign for your guys.
Yeah, it was. I feel like, early in the season we were pretty sloppy with some of our discipline, our penalties, and as of late we've done a very nice job cleaning that up.
All right, so you're going to see some of that very nice job coming back. It's the first half highlights, Union and Southmoore, coming up next on the Union Coaches Show.
At Classic Chevrolet, we are 30 years strong, and we proudly support all Union athletes and their parents.
30 years of treating you right the first time with excellent customer service,
affordable financing, and an award-winning service department.
Show us your school spirit. Tag us at Classic Chevy Owasso on Facebook, showing off your Union pride. And we don't want to just sell you a car. We want to help you buy a car.
Classic Chevrolet in Owasso. Visit us online at ClassicChevrolet.net.
No matter how you play, or work, or live, life sometimes throws you a curve. At Eastern Oklahoma Orthopedic Center, we help you get back to playing, working, and living your life. EOC, Tulsa's finest and most experienced provider of sports medicine care for over 30 years. Visit us at eoc.com.
Union fans, stay connected with your favorite team all year long with the official app of the Union Redskins. A free download in the App Store and Google Play, The Union Redskins athletic app will keep you up to date with all things Union. Schedules, scores, rosters, news, social media, final score notifications, as well as live broadcasts are just a touch away. The official app of the Union Redskins. You can download it today for free in the App Store and Google Play.
We're back here on the Union Football Coaches Show. Kirk Frederick, the head coach of the Redskins. I'm Rick Corey, the voice of the Redskins on the radio. Let's get right to the first half highlights, Union and Southmoore. Always fun to come out at home, and you had an interesting uniform look.
Yeah, we did. Nice little, I call it costume. I think the kids call it their fit. So, but it definitely looks great. We got the gray uniform, the white helmet, white pants, and it was a lot of fun to see our kids come out and be excited about starting a nice game. Cameron Watts did a good job on the smoke route underneath, run him out of bounds, and of course Spicer's always going to be there if there's a run play, especially Braden Spicer in there fitting the gap. Look at great pressure off the edge there by Jordan Kelly, and there's Braden again on the tailback out of the backfield. Good way to start 3 and out. Got a couple of guards starting here. Senior Taylor Barker getting his first start, which is awesome to see a senior get in and do that. And Ryan Rodriguez, number 63 at guard as well, and get a nice couple of plays to Darius, and then really good to see him catching the ball out of the backfield. It's also good to see a couple of linemen, Tanner Fort, offensive center downfield, blocking for him, so a lot of good effort in there. Come back, get the ball to AK. Really nice. That throw looks easy, but it's not. You know, that out route across the field is really tough, and AK just does a great job. You see Peyton throwing the football. That's a long throw. Outstanding job. Good blocking by CJ, and just a great job for him to go in and get the score.
And CJ actually ended up blocking 2 guys because the other guy ran into him.
That's right. So we come back defensively, and just the defensive line, the defensive front was just dominant all night long. Love those guys, Murdoch and Kenya and Jordan. Those guys just did a great job up front.
And you ran a lot of guys through there.
We really did. We got some good play time out of some other guys that Coach Brown has done a nice job developing that rotation. Huge hit by Braden on the stop there. Elijah Tomlin in on that. Great patience you see there by Darius Boone running the football, get the ball inside, and man, we just creased that little trap play inside. And it's off to the races. Love seeing a guy like that finish runs and get a great angle here, get a nice block to the inside there. Good patience there. Good job getting out of the way by Avery there. He's but a really smart play, not blocking in the back.
It's great to see. He gets his feet so high when he runs. It makes it tougher on those ankle tackles.
Good movement up front by the D-line. You see Nick Jones coming in there. Lots of guys stepping up, making plays. Isaiah McGuire making a nice stop inside. Just kind of get off the edge to us there, kind of pick up a first down. Thankfully, Cameron Watts is there, makes a nice stop at the corner position. You see the D-line just fitting and doing a good job. There's Elijah Tomlin coming in, making a nice play. Trey off the edge, Trey Thompson off the edge, making a nice stop. And young sophomore quarterback. He's going to be a lot to handle in the next couple of years.
He's going to be a good one.
Great job there by Nate Raper coming in, making a nice stop from the inside. There's Nate again on the quarterback run game, and really proud of the way our guys fit the run. Just an outstanding job. Play and tackles not made by Kenya there, but the way he spilled that and took on that block really kind of stuffed the play. Come back just off the mark there to CJ underneath. Going to give the ball. There's Keith Dorsey. Keith Dorsey, junior tailback, doing a great job for us. And in the backup role, we mishandle a snap there, unfortunately, and have to punt this one away. It's one of these great punts we got down the field. Nice job there by Cade. Grant Heiser down on the ball. Really good job to see those guys.
I like the fact he bought a little time, too, and then he bounces off that, and Grant realizes it.
Absolutely. Here we come right back to it. And, it was interesting. You get CJ catching a touchdown pass. He set a career record for receptions on this one. Great throw and catch, great route to be that wide open. I talked to Cade about that punt, and I said, it's pretty impressive. And he said, yeah, I was aiming for the guy when he hit him. So pretty good confidence out of a punter. Come right back here. You see Nick, there's one of those tackles for loss, does a great job on the outside there, keeping contained. There's Keith with the ball inside, great running inside, good blocking. Keith Dorsey runs with a lot of punch on the inside run game. Nice throw to the outside. Good job there to AK. Really proud of AK in the way that he continues to catch the ball in space and then just makes guys miss.
And again, look at the blocking downfield.
Great blocking down the field by Avery. Nice job with that block there. Lawrence Harris, those guys do a really good job. Come back defensively, our guys continuing to play tough. Little overthrow on the smoke route, the guys in position. Here's a smoke again, and love the way that see those guys. Cade is there, JT McLeod. I think that's a lost yardage on a pass play. Great job there on the blitz. We worked really hard on working these blitzes this week. You can see guys on the edge, and of course Braden comes in and leading tackler and makes a great play there.
I couldn't tell in the radio booth. Did we get a hand on that punt?
We did. That's the one that Alex got a hold of, got a hand on that one, and they got a nice block out of our special teams, making an impact on the game. And so this is a couple of times special teams has gotten our offense the ball deep in territory. Nice throw and catch to the outside there to Avery, and get the ball to Boone. Good cut inside. Again, gives us the positions that we need. Coming back through it here, and what a great throw and catch. Nice job on that play. And our defensive coordinator, Nate Foster, gives Coach Ruppke $1 every time he calls that play. I'm not going to tell you what that play's called, but every time you see that play, and he doesn't have to catch it or not. He says, here's $1. He says, run that play as much as you want.
Sounds like a really good deal to me, and there's a pretty good reason to run that thing, too.
There is no doubt. No doubt about it. Hey, defense comes up. We get a fumble there. Cade Brown comes in, get the ball right back and to our offense, and we mishandle a snap just a little bit in there. Puts us behind the chains. Got to decide, got to do something with the ball. Unfortunately, we get a turnover there, and got to put the defense right back to work.
I don't think they mind, though.
No, they don't. They're doing a pretty good job with it. Got C.J. Harris in on the play, making a nice stop there. How about Jordan with a big sack? Jordan Kelly in there. A lot of guys trying to get a piece of that sack, and he says, I'm going to do this one all by myself. Good contain, good pressure out of the front, good coverage down the field, and just off the fingertips for a turnover there. We got Tyler Fisher in there at quarterback now, gets a nice throw out to Ettrick Logan. Ettrick makes a nice play there at receiver. Good pass protection up front. Fisher throwing the ball deep, and just a little bit underneath with the wind there, and weren't able to convert. Defense now has the ball. Really nice job. It's one of those where we punted it inside, and our guys are just kind of smelling it there, wanting that safety, and we get a great play inside from our inside linebacker and get a nice stop.
You've got a lot of mix of players in here now.
We do. We're playing a lot of guys, trying to get some different looks from different people. Also getting some seniors in there, and Keith Dorsey catching the ball, does a good job. Just trips over that 5-yard line, I think, or he goes into the end zone.
I felt for him right there because he made such a nice catch and then a nice cut.
Great block inside. Farquhar in there doing a nice job on the block. Gets us down to the end zone there. Great job by Brock Henry. So we come around there and Keith gets in for the touchdown.
At least he got his score. That's what we wanted, right?
Absolutely.
He does run north-south awfully well.
He definitely does. Runs with a lot of attitude in there. So we go into the half 42-0 and accomplish what we wanted to in this first half.
So you do have a mix of players in there. What's your philosophy on how many ones, how many twos, how many threes, or is it positional?
Well, it's really positional. Sometimes you get into a situation where you may have a number 2 that's an underclassman, but we may have 3 seniors in there that we're playing a home game. We really want to give those guys and honor those guys that have earned a lot of time. And so sometimes at times it'll cheat some of those guys, but they've gotten to play on a JV night. We've got some Monday nights where some of those number twos have played a lot. And so when we get the opportunity to play a few seniors, we're going to do that.
Absolutely. All right, so we'll come back, get the second half highlights of Union and Southmoore next on the Union Football Coaches Show.
I'm not playing with you. I can bend a little bit. I can play a little bit. I'm here for you. I can see a little bit. I can see a little bit of you. I gotta hold on you. You gotta hold on me.
My name.
I gotta
Alex?
hold on
Mine
you.
too.
I got a new swimsuit with glitter and fringes, and I got a case of the too many Benjamins.
Are you out of high school and looking for a career? At Tulsa Tech, you can explore exciting opportunities in IT, aviation, automotive, manufacturing, visual arts, and more. And Tulsa Tech offers a tuition-free scholarship for adults 18 to 23 years old. That's what I said, free. It's called the Accelerating Independence Scholarship. It's like fast-tracking into a career you love, can make money in, and a career with a future. Find out more about Tulsa Tech's Accelerating Independence Scholarship at tulsatech.edu.
We're back on the Union Football Coaches Show. I'm Rick Corey along with Kirk Frederick, the head coach of the Union Redskins. Let's get right to the second half highlights of Union and Southmoore on the special night, and I love those white helmets, Coach.
Hey, it's a lot of fun to see that chrome look on the white. And we come right back out. There's Ettrick, gets a nice catch, and from Fisher, does a good job with that. We're going to have a host of guys coming in. Jake Henry at offensive tackle, doing a nice job with that. We got Jalen Smith at tailback. It's going to challenge me. I know this. I can imagine what it did to the radio. You were telling me that it's not as easy to read those numbers, is it?
It can be a little difficult at times.
That's right.
I assigned my color guy, Brian DeShane, to do nothing but tell me who's on the field in the second half.
We get a great punt out of there by Stephon. We gets it down by Sean DeBose, a senior. Nick Jones making a nice play. There's Sean DeBose as well. And MJ Smith. MJ, we thought we had a season-ending knee injury to him early on. There's MJ, number 25. Love seeing a senior come back. He did a great job in rehab, and very proud of him to have a chance to suit up here for a home game.
These 2s, 3s, and whatevers, they're hungry now.
They're playing hard. Getting to the outside there, we got Jeremiah doing a nice job, outstanding tailback. Really proud of Jeremiah Harding. Carrying the football. You get your opportunity, you want to make something out of it. Got a good block in there by Brock Henry, doing a really nice job on the split zone. Then we get the ball out to Brontavious White on a little hitch route to the outside. So offensively, our guys are doing a good job. Got Castro at left tackle there. Good pass protection. Get the ball to Brock. Really proud of Tyler doing a nice job with that. And almost get a catch there to the end zone, and unfortunately had to kick a field goal, but fortunately for Noah, he sets a career record with that one. The snap from Cade Brown, the hold from Alex Davis, and then we're in the record books.
And he's got a few more under his to come anyway.
Absolutely. Really good job by our defensive lineman there, Josh Peoples. Protecting the run there, and then really making that ball spill outside for an outside backer. Alex Davis in on a nice tackle there from the safety spot. Again, seeing our guys step up and make plays. Really good to see Sean DeBose get in and make some nice stops from his safety position. Got really good play from the Grant Crooms, and then you see Jalen Smith come back in on offense, doing a nice job there.
Jalen's a bigger player than you might think.
Jalen's with a big north and south back and has done a really good job for us. And good to see him on Friday nights making plays. How about Ettrick Logan? Ettrick, the nice play to the outside there. Really good to see a senior receiver make a big-time play on that field that he has to practice in so much. Good blocking underneath and just off there. I mean, almost had we had a Farquhar to Fisher a few years ago.
Yep, right.
And then we almost had a Fisher to Farquhar just off the fingertips there of Cade. Come to the outside there, and unfortunately Tucker can't hang on to that one. But again, we're kind of banging at the door there, and just aren't able to execute the screen game off the blitz. So we come back in, kick another field goal. Again, some good red zone offense here.
And that was the perfect call, that screen. You had it exactly where you wanted
right
it.
where you need to. Just a little tough there off the edge. Tyler Carringer at defensive line, doing a good job. CJ in there. Really, Daylon coming up at the corner position. Jake Rogers at the outside backer, doing a nice job. How about that big hit? Darren Bajek coming in for the linebacker spot, making a nice play there. Got Adam Vermillion at defensive line. And there's MJ. MJ on a nice play. Again, very proud of him. Good block by Grant Heiser on the RPO. And then Mario Werner, another senior wide receiver, making a nice catch. And guy comes off the edge. It makes it a little tough on a play caller here at the end of the game where you're not wanting to throw the ball too much. And they know almost every down is going to be a run play. There's Mario on the boot. There's a great job, on the sprint out by Tyler. Sees the out route and gets the ball to Mario. You can kind of see why our defense does so well, because some of these guys are playing scout for us during the week, and they do a really good job for us.
And they're just selling out on run blitz now.
Selling out on the run, going to swing the ball to the outside. Jeremiah gets what he can. And again, it's a little difficult on a play caller and some of those kids late in the game. Got a great fill in there by Bajek, does a really good job. Defensive line, there you got Peoples in there making a nice play with Isaiah McGuire at the defensive line. Great job there by Jaquan coming up from the corner spot.
Yeah, you're not going anywhere.
There's our man Jalen Smith doing a really good job, just shoestring away right there. Jalen again bounce outside. You better bring something because he's a big load. Here we are again, just try to eat the clock. Got a great job in there. Adami in there at guard doing a nice job. We got good push. Another senior offensive lineman getting in, making a nice play. So proud of some of our guys like Keenan coming in and getting to finish the game off. Come back with another punt. We got a great punt. It's going to roll down in there, and then you see a nice job by Jaquan and MJ Smith. Those two gunners coming in, making a nice play. Great job there by Tyler, spilling the ball outside. And Ryan Harris coming in from the linebacker position to run him out of bounds. Reverse field, how about Tyler Carringer? Nice job by a senior defensive lineman, making a big play for tackle for loss.
I could tell it was football rodeo right about there.
So proud of our guys. Again, got a lot of guys in the game. Obviously, it's very tough. You're not going to play everybody or you play nobody, but
Sure.
I couldn't be more proud of some of those guys getting in and making some plays, things they dream about.
I think you may have gotten more in this one than in maybe a season and a half or so. You got a lot of guys in there, which was really good to see, and you made a great point. It's difficult in a game like this. You just want the clock to run. But those kids want to play, and as a coach, you have to give them that chance.
Yeah, it's fun to see the guys on our field celebrating. You know, some of the guys, they know how much everyone works. Everybody works. The starters work hard. The backup guys work hard, you know, in our football program. And to see our coaching staff and our kids celebrate some of those guys that are getting their opportunity, it really was a lot of fun.
We'll celebrate it some more. We'll do it with up close and personal, some great pictures from the game coming up next. More on the Union Football Coaches Show. Welcome back. One more segment on the Union Football Coaches Show for this week number 8. Rick Corey along with Kirk Frederick, the head coach of the Redskins. Let's get right to up close and personal and see what David Fisher has done and taken some wonderful pictures for us.
Well, we've just gotten great pictures all season from David, and he just does a great job with this. Love the spirit and the way we come out. I mean, everything. You got Tyler coming out with the flags, and CJ Moore, the TP crew, you know, the palm, spirit, cheer, high steppers. It's just a great experience that all those people do to get us out there. Braden Spicer, what a great job. He and Raper have been some awesome inside linebackers. You got Isaiah McGuire in there. You got Darius Murdoch, got Raper in the background. Good looking defensive front. Well, Cade's done a great job. He's really developed into an outstanding punter and has done a nice job, especially with some of the rugby punts the last couple of games. Really have enjoyed seeing him and what he's given back to our team. There's Kenya. I'm so proud of that guy this year. He's come a long way and making some really nice plays for us as a senior.
It's a terrific shot.
Hey, it's a record-breaking pass here. Awesome shot here. Ricky Stromberg, protection, or CJ, Peyton Thompson on that touchdown. There's Kenya again, doing a nice job kind of taking on that block and then also getting the ball carrier at the same time. I don't think this was the one, but Alex Davis just about got a block on every one of these and finally got his hand on one of those balls. That may have been it for the block. Our punt block team putting a lot of pressure on the punter.
I believe this is Keith's touchdown.
Keith going in for the touchdown. We got 2 tight ends there. We're ace personnel. Got Henry in there and Heiser. Really excited to see those guys celebrate. Love this one. Taylor Barker in there. Bunch of guys it's just a fun atmosphere for our guys to see them come in and celebrate with each other. It's the best part of my job.
You know, and one of the neat things, because I pay attention to this, I have all the years I've done college and high school football, is who celebrates with guys when they come off the field. And it's interesting, this last week, you guys do a wonderful job of your first teamers go congratulate the second team guys and the third team guys, and you see that all together. And to me, that's a really good sign for a football team.
Well, if you've got that chemistry and you've got that culture of where a bunch of guys that they don't care who gets the credit, you know, they're unselfish. You know, we hand out some candy bars and some things, you know, after the game with some guys that had some neat performances. And you know, this week we handed out a lot. And, you know, I think 5.5 pounds of candy bars. Wow. But the neat thing about it is each kid, you know, you don't hand them out quick and go through the list when it's that long. But each kid gets, I mean, they clap and they yell for each kid in the locker room. It's really fun to see how proud they are of no matter who it is that made that play.
All right, now coming up, another trip to Putnam City. That's a team that you say has improved.
They really have. They've got a young sophomore quarterback his arm is getting better and better. Matter of fact, he's elusive in the pocket. But a few weeks ago against Edmond North, they had a big comeback win. He broke Sam Brackford's record. He threw for almost 399 yards in that game. And so this will be a good test for us. They're much improved. You know, I think they're really close to being one of those playoff teams, probably just a turnover here or there that's kept them out. So it ought to be a good test for us.
So in 20 seconds or less, how do you stay really sharp late in the year?
Well, we're looking at a couple of weeks from week 11. I mean, there's no doubt that our kids have got a focus in mind of we want to try to see if we can win 4 games in a row, and that gives us an opportunity to practice on Thanksgiving. That gives us an opportunity to play for a championship. So they're definitely at that point where we need them to be, where they're focused and talking about having great practices, not just great games.
So we'll join you again next week after Week 9. We're through 8. Union's 8-0, ranked number 1. Week 9 coming up next. We'll do that next week on the Union Football Coaches Show. We'll see you then.